That's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of the hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. All I talk about it, that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My client way too white to be shooting in the odds. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. You need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my rating.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And just no chance of... He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You talk about this Bengals defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Pickett back to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. This is Mixon on the draw. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Here we go. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mixon with a 1st down carry.
To the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
12. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy 1st.
play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here we go.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Burrow looking to pass. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it with Mixon, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Now 2nd and 3.
In motion right is Austin.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Let's go now.
Pickett will look to throw it here. A short one there to Freiermuth.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Pickett. Finds Pickens outright.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Now Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Back to throw. Pickett.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. Pickett.
Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 3.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Again, it's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4.
The loss of the yard on the play.
11 Thomas.
Third down and 4.
Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
2nd and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And they run with Harris off the option. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. An option handoff given to Harris.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll send Austin in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Calvin Austin,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here we go.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On one,
Third down and 1. Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Stop.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Stop.
He'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here we go. Stop.
Mixing up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, and now some space to operate.
He's still on his feet. Najee Harris, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
12.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now Burrow to throw on second down.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? That's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. At the
They'll come up second and 7.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11, 11, 11, 11. Shot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. There he goes, right side.
He's to the 15.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 mighty.
Well, we haven't
11
exactly
mighty.
been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, Watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
11. Stop.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Pickett's throw completes a Freiermuth.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
128 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At the 43-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
On the give, this is Harris. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That is caught.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Steelers continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And the defense closes quickly there and will get maybe a yard to the 33.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here we go, here we go.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Gun.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Let's go.
Here's Pickett.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter.
So we stop for no gain, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Here we go, here we go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
An option handoff here to Mixon. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down, Burrow. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Oh,
Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead is down to 24.
Next to score, Steelers 38, Bengals 14. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Pittsburgh, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
Yes. I don't think you have to ask, you know. That should be like, it should be like, oh, I took a video. Let me send it to Jordan.
You don't send me any videos.
You want some? You want some? I ain't know you wanted any. I don't go out enough, first of all, but next time I do go out, I'll send you some videos. You doing, baby? As I ride through the city lights, I wonder who's gonna ride for me if it go down. I hope you love me. You can send me whatever. Yeah, do that. Do that for sure, for sure. There they go. Man, it's coming.
Blowing money fast like Big Meech, thinking that they winning, big reach. They know I'm the best, and me lead.
Come on now. Lashes do look good though. You said shut the fuck up. I said you said shut the fuck up. I say your lashes look good. You were saying that. They always look good. I want to see whatever you want to show me. What you sent me? Why you say it like that?